Hi friends, wizd here, welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. So after I released my Hydra guide, my quick Hydra guide, I got a lot of compliments on it and it got a lot of views. So really thank you all for supporting the channel and I'm glad that you liked it. But the question or the comment that I get most about it is that you need more examples for champions there. So I started to build that sheet behind me. I'll talk to you through the logic. I'll put a link in the description below for this sheet. You can make your own copy of it or just tell me your comments and then we can add more champs, buffs, debuffs and everything to release like other versions of this that are more complex, and then I'll just sum them up in a graph or something that I can share with all of you so you can screenshot it if you don't want to play around with the sheet yourself. For now, let me just stop my camera here so you can have a better view of this. You don't need to see me all the time. Sheet simply lists 43 champs that I think are the top champs for Hydra. Of course, we can add whoever you want to this, and then I'm giving them each a score. What is the score based on? Let me zoom in a little bit so it's easier for you to see. Is this big enough? I hope it is. Let me know. So the main thing here, for example, is that Ugo, for example, here, each of those green cells, this is an ability, a buff or a debuff, or for example, cleanse and heal here. Cleanse and heal, I use it for generic champ support. So I'm giving her a point for each role that she does. And if we scroll right here, this is her final score. But for specific buffs or debuffs that I've put on that second sheet here that you can see, those buffs or debuffs, in my opinion, I think they are essential for Hydra. So if any of the champs on the list is doing any of these, I'm giving them 2 points instead of 1 for these. And then I have some flexible points here, for example, bonus points depending on other roles because I didn't want to make it too wide like the sheet, too many columns in it. For example, if this champion is candidate for a Hex or a Provoke, if they are doing all AoEs or 2 AoEs or something, so this will give them an additional point. Double speed, what I mean by this, if the same champ like Nick Muthar or Oystrade, they are doing both decrease speed, AoE, and increase speed on the team, that's in my book is double speed, they are double valuable, so I'm giving them an additional point here. If a champ like got crazy passive, or if they got like, for example here, if they can act as a mischief tank. So of course, some of the champs, as we're seeing here, they are getting all sorts of bonuses. And then the last bonus one that I'm adding here, I didn't add a lot of damage dealers to this sheet, but I added a few of them. So those are not multipliers, but how strong this champ is in Hydra, damage wise. For example, of course, Acresia and Newt, I gave them probably like 4 on top of everything else they're doing, while like other champs like Royal Guard and Husk, I gave them a lower multiplier of 2. If we think about adding other straightforward damage dealers, like if I add Trunda here, what do you think would be the fair number because she's doing only damage? Would it be like 3 or something for those crazy comps? Because I want this to be realistic for the majority of players, not for like the Kraken's W Miku teams. So I can add Trunda, I can add Whisper, I can add Uburu, but just tell me what would be a fair number to add here for a strong damage dealer. Would it be 2, for example? Just let me know. And then, like I said, these are only 43 champs. You can go through the list here. You can see it on the screen. So from the top ones, like let's see the highest scores that we got here. Let's start by probably who got a 12. Let's check this out. So 12, is this Nick Muthar? Oh, this is Krisk. Yeah. So because of the roles that he's fulfilling and because some of those roles are giving him 2 points each, Krisk is the highest in this scoring sheet, points wise with 12 points. Who comes second? Second is this Nick Muthar who got 10 points? Let's see. Yeah, so that's Nickmo. Oystrade got like 8 points here. Who got 9? Okay, so you'll have to apply your human logic to it because technically though Kantra, cell 18 here, Kantra got 9 points, but in my book, she's not reliable because all of the debuffs that she got 2 pointers for, they might or might not land. So yeah, should I remove Contra from there? Some people love her, some people don't like her. I don't like her, to be honest. I used her and she's not reliable, she's not consistent. So let me know. But what you're looking for, so how to use this sheet. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can have a broader view of it. So this is the list of champs, and like I said, just give me your comments and we're going to enhance it and add champs to it and everything. You look up a champ that you own, let's say Deliana, and figure out how many roles she's covering here. 1, 2, and then, yeah, 3. So her score is 4 in those specific roles. Some things that I couldn't figure out how to make it here, some champs won't work together. What I mean by that, like for example, if we look at the provoke column here, even if they have high numbers, you don't want to have like 4 provokers on the team and nobody doing damage or nobody doing block buffs or whatever. So for the first group here, those are the groups that does block buffs. If they are not doing much else, you want to have only one of them. Like Ugu as a non-void epic, very accessible, she got a score of 5. Who is competing with her for this? So Ferrol, a very strong Lego that was released recently. He's a block buffs champ with a score of 7 if you have him, because he's fulfilling other criteria here. He's fulfilling multiple roles. Also probably Lady Kemi got a higher score here. So if you have Lady Kemi or Ferrol, for example, fulfilling this role, or Mighty Uku. I think I have also Mighty Uku here. He does quite a few things there. So Mighty Uku also got 9 based on the debuffs that he's placing and the roles that he does. So you can have either Ugu or Mighty Uku on a single team, and then save the other one for the next team, for the next difficulty there. Couldn't fit in here is the different roles. Like if you choose Ugu, you shouldn't choose another champ that fills the same role within the same team just because they have high score. So you have to apply your human logic here. But what I wanted to give you, instead of going through the whole gallery or your list of champs, or to keep going to Hell Hades' website for every specific champ to check whether they are good for Hydra or not, I wanted to make it easier. I'm not sure if I achieved this or not in this sheet here. So figure out the champs that you have, what's their score. If you have 2 champs, one of them got higher scores than the other one, like that's Grazor for example with a score of 8, then you definitely use this one over the other one. What's the score of Archer here? I think Archer got 8 as well. Yeah, she's one of the strongest champs ever. So Archer, not a lot of people will have her because she was a limited time thing, but yeah, I had to include her here. She's one of the most powerful champs for Hydra. I don't want to make this video longer than it should be. It's a very simple cheat. I explained how it works. You can use it, you can make a copy and make it more complex and then just share it back with the community. I wouldn't mind the shout out if you don't mind. And yeah, that's for content creators, for community members. I'm not that skilled with Excel. This is like a very basic sheet that I've created. You can make it 10 times more complex and 10 times more useful for the community, and then just share it back with everyone. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below which champs you want to see added to this and which buffs or debuffs that you think are important for Hydra. I'm waiting for your comments so we can build on top of the sheet and make it even better and better for the community. Thank you for tuning in today. I'll see you next time. Bye.